Hi everybody, my name is Code Section, and today I'll teach you how to install Python and use it. So let's get started. So to install Python, press the one in the description. It should be this link. If you want to type it in, you can simply type in Python. Python should pop up in this page. So you click on it. And then here you see the downloads button alongside with all of your iOS or Android or any operating systems. In this case, I use macOS, so I will click on macOS. But if you're on Windows, you can click on Windows. So because I'm in macOS, I'm clicking on macOS. Now there should be a lot of things you could see here. This could overwhelm you, but let's not make it overwhelming. See the stable releases column. For this tutorial, I will be using Python 3.14.2. Simply click on the download button. While waiting for this to be installed, we can head to the second link in the description, which should show you the VS Code link. You will see this first link. Make sure it is code.visualstudio.com. Click on it simply. You should be met with this page. Simply press download. But because I already have Visual Studio Code installed, I can simply skip this option. Now at this point, it should be finished with your download. You should see Python 3.14.2 installed. Simply click on the .pkg. You should be met with this page. Although for Windows, you will have the extra checkbox that says add to path. Make sure to click on that. For Mac users, press continue and just continue. Press agree and press install. After you install it, it should say installation is completed. Because I already have this, I can simply press exit. To check if Python is installed, make sure to open the terminal. For Windows users that are in Windows 10 or earlier, you can simply type command prompt. But for Windows 11 users and macOS users, you can simply type terminal. To check if it is enabled, you can simply type Python 3 -- version and press enter. You should be met with the Python version that you have installed on. Now you have verified that Python is installed, we can write code now. To write code, open up Visual Studio Code. You should be met with this page. On this page, you will see projects that you have did before. If you have used Visual Studio Code before and the walkthrough, you do not need to follow any of these. Next thing you have to do is simply go to File Explorer and create a new option. We can simply create a new folder in any drive. So with that, I will create one right here called Python tutorial. Now we have a folder here, so what we can do next is we can go to File, Open, Folder. Find the folder where you have created your code in and press open. Your page should be like this now. Now you will need some extensions, so we click on the extensions button right here. Click on it, and what you have to do next is type in Python. You will see a couple of options here, but the main things you will have to install is Python. Once you press installed, the other stuff that is necessary for Python will be automatically installed for you. Now, let's create our first file. Simply click on the plus sign and let's name our file main.py. Now you should be met with this page. So to get started, we have a thing called output. Output is where codes and stuffs can be displayed on. To make an output, we can simply write print. The print function outputs everything necessary to the output, or we can call it the terminal. So Visual Studio Code also has the terminal. So how do you open it? You click the terminal button and press new terminal. A new terminal should pop up on the bottom of the Visual Studio Code UI. So how do we see the output? So back in our code, we can simply type in, let's say, hello world. Make sure you always save your file by pressing Command S or Control S, depending on your operating system. Now, to run the program, there are two ways to run the program. The first way is by clicking this button. You can tell if this button is here or not if you have followed the steps earlier where we installed the extensions Or the second way, where you can just type in Python 3 and then main.py. Before we run anything, we have to create a thing called virtual environments. So how do we create it? Well, simply we type in Python 3-m venv stands for virtual environment, venv again. Then we press enter. You will see that there are files that are being created as we speak. So now, because we have things like this, how do we run it? Simply press the run button. As you can see, the program should automatically say hello world. Now it may take a couple of seconds because the virtual environment did not manage to load, but now we have seen the hello world message. The next thing we have to know is the \n operator. What this does is create a new line. So let's say we have hello world here. Let's say we type in my name is code section. Control S, make sure you always save your file and press run again. You can see that \n operator basically makes the second sentence be at the bottom of the first sentence. So my challenge for you today is simply make an app that outputs the following. Hi, my name is your name. So basically, if your name is Bob, just type in Bob. I'm from your country. So if you're from America, just type in the US. And I'm how much years old you are. That is it for the first episode. Thank you for watching, and I will tell you how to solve this on the next episode. Peace out. Goodbye.